Hello everyone, I am Sammy, your devoted manga otaku, and welcome to my manga space. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some clips that I took when I was on vacation last month. I went and visited my best friend for a week and we had the time of our lives. We went book shopping, we went to restaurants, we even went to VIP movie theater. It was so much fun, and I'm so excited I get to share some of our adventures with you guys. I would really love to collect the Your Lie in April series one day. I am aware of the storyline, I'm aware of the ending, I have watched the full anime. It's a very bittersweet series, but it's definitely worth collecting in my opinion. I actually just finished collecting Goodnight Poon Poon. I just got the last volume in. I cannot wait to haul this series. I've heard so much. I really want to read it. Oh my gosh, guys, look at Jordaline's hands. She has the most beautiful hands of any person in existence. Like, she could model jewelry, she could model nails, she could model anything, and people would buy it. I've heard so many good things about Kaiju number 8. I really need to haul volume 1 so that I can read it and see what all the hype is about. I bought volumes 1 and 2 of My Androgynous Boyfriend. I'm excited to read this. I love the art and I love that the main character's hair looks like cotton candy. This manga called Wave Listen to Me, I'd never heard of it before, but I was kind of intrigued by it because I don't have very many manga that revolve around music. So I'd love to know what you guys think if you've read this. My Summer of You is a BL manga that I've heard a lot of great things about. This one I might actually pick up eventually, but I didn't pick it up this time around. I just love going to the bookstore. There's just something really calming about browsing all the books. I love looking at all of the spines and the covers. I'm the type of person that could spend hours in a bookstore. I don't know if you could tell, but shopping with Jordaline is so much fun. She is the light of my life, and I'm so lucky that I have her as my best friend. Okay, so after book shopping at bookstore number 1, we went and got Vietnamese coffee and pho, and it was so delicious. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And then we went to a little chocolate shop and I got a staple, which is the caramel apple with sprinkles. If you haven't had one, you need one like right now. Now we are at bookstore number 2. I've heard a lot about from the Red Fog. I've seen a lot of other manga tubers talking about it. It sounds like a horror, it sounds gory, and I might pick this up one of these days. Even Though We Are Adults is one of those manga that I'm drawn to the synopsis, but it has mixed reviews, so I'm not sure if it's actually good or not, but I think I'm actually going to pick this up at some point because I am very curious about it. 다시 또 fall in love actually has 4 cats, and I love them all, and I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but Nico is definitely my favorite. He's such a good boy.
My love, one love, 이게 사랑인 거야. 자꾸만 기다려줘. 나는 fall in love, 내게 fall in love. 환하게 웃는 네가 좋아. 다시 또 fall in love.
Before going to the bookstore again, we got melon sodas and ramen, and oh my gosh, it was so good. We thought this was a manga, but it's just a sneaky light novel. Puddle is another manga that I've heard a lot about. I'm not really sure what it's about. I think it has something to do with the older brother being involved in crime in order to take care of his sister, but that's kind of the extent of my knowledge. I recently read Lovesick Ellie Volume 3. It was so good. Highly recommend this series to anyone, and I mean anyone who loves shoujo. I really wanted to buy The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again today, but they didn't have Volume 1, which is a real bummer, but I did put it on my wish list. The art looks adorable, and who wouldn't want a cat to take care of you? The only manga I've read with a hospital setting is Incurable Case of Love. If you guys have any recommendations for manga in a hospital setting, I would love to hear them. And then we have My Brother's Husband, which is an omnibus volume. This contains volumes 1 and 2. And this is actually an Eisner Award winner, which I didn't know when I was in the bookstore, or I probably would have picked it up. In fact, I regret not picking this up. I love the art style. I think it looks really cute, and I'll definitely be picking this up in the future. And that's it for my little vacation blog. If you'd like to see me haul some books, then stick around. Now, today I'm going to be hauling the manga I picked up on my trip, as well as 1 or 2 little extra goodies that I want to read right away. So I'm including them in this haul as well. And with that, I invite you to grab a coffee or other beverage of your choice, and let's haul some manga. This first series is something that I've wanted in my collection for a while now, but I wasn't planning on buying it anytime soon. However, I could not pass up the opportunity when it presented itself, and I ended up purchasing volumes 1 through 13 of Ao Haru Ride by Ao Sakisaka. I actually bought this series from Jordaline, and she gave me an amazing deal because she's a wonderful and generous friend, and I'm super duper grateful to her. There are 2 volumes missing from this set, but I thought ahead and ordered them separately, so let's open those packages now. Here we have volume 5. And here we have volume 2 as well as volume 5 of How to Be Relationship, but I'll get to that afterwards. Okay, and here is the whole set in all its glory. These spines are really nice. I love the combination of the colors with the white. It's very cute. As for the premise of this Viz Media title, it's an absolute mystery to me. I have no clue what Ao Haru Ride is about. What I do know is that it's a school life drama type romance. I know that it has incredible reviews and it's arguably Sakisaka Sensei's most popular work. I think I own one other work by Sakisaka Sensei, and that's her most recent work, Love Me Not. I haven't read that series yet, but I might read it soon because I heard it's not as good as Ao Haru Ride, so I want to make sure that I read that first. I adore these covers, and I love the transition from the characters on white backgrounds to the watercolor style covers halfway through the volumes. It makes me wonder if something happens in the manga that triggers the change in artwork, but I guess we'll wait and see. Also, I noticed that the final volume goes back to those white backgrounds, so I'm very curious about what's going on here. If there's anything going on, I could just be reading into it. Lastly, I want to take a sneak peek of the art inside. Oh my gosh, I think it looks very pretty. It looks very soft and overall well drawn. The artwork is so cute. Again, huge thank you to my bestie. I'm over the moon with this haul and I can't believe I finally own these. This is a very exciting day for me. Next up, we have volume 5 of the ongoing Yuri series, How to Be Relationship by Tamifull. It has been a hot minute since I've read this series, but I'm actually very eager to get back into the story. This Viz Media title follows a lesbian couple who make the impulsive decision to date because it's convenient. They aren't even sure if they're compatible, but they decide to give it a shot anyways. This manga is doing some really unique and interesting things and is going places that aren't often explored in manga. The storyline is unpredictable, it's sad and sometimes frustrating, but it feels authentic and the characters feel human. I'm actually enjoying this series just because it's so different. The last volume ended on a cliffhanger, so I'm super excited to jump into this next installment and see what happens next. Now, this manga is one that I've already hauled on my channel. My daughter gave it to me for Mother's Day, but it didn't quite get here in time, so I promised in my Mother's Day haul that I'd show it off once I got the package. So this is volume 1 of A Galaxy Next Door by Gido Amagakure, and it looks so pretty. I love the colors, and I also want to take a look at the art. It looks super cute. I cannot wait to read this manga. And then we have a couple books that I bought while I was book shopping, and that's volumes 1 and 2 of the Seven Seas series, My Androgynous Boyfriend by Tamekou or Tamekou. I definitely butchered that. Originally, this series wasn't really on my radar. I liked the art, but the first volume had mixed reviews and I wasn't really sure about it. However, after seeing the cover art for volume 4, I felt like I needed to start collecting this. It's not the greatest reason to start a new series, but the artwork on that cover is so freaking pretty. I love that purple. I'm just drawn to it. I don't know much about the narrative, but I believe this is a josei series following a manga editor and her androgynous boyfriend who works as a model and is obsessed with fashion and makeup. It's rated 13+, so it should be fairly tame. Now I want to take a look at the art, and honestly, I think the art is gorgeous. I really like it a lot. Like I said, I started collecting this series because of the artwork. This just sounds like a really cute and fluffy slice of life story, and I'm really looking forward to reading it. Up next, we have a manga that I pre-ordered ages ago, and after the release was pushed back a couple times, it's finally here, and that's volume 1 of Sensei's Pious Lie by Akane Torikai. This vertical title is completed in Japan at 8 volumes, so we'll be getting 4 of these omnibus editions. This josei series is rated 18+, and definitely won't be for everyone. It includes very heavy and triggering content such as rape, bullying, body shaming, and blackmail. The story follows a 24-year-old teacher who's a victim of rape, and she ends up connecting with one of her students who has experienced similar sexual trauma. Every once in a while, I do like diving into these mature and uncomfortable reads. I'm intrigued by the narrative, and I hope I can read and review this soon. Fingers crossed that I can get to this for June. The last thing I want to haul is a book I was worried was damaged, so I unboxed it off screen, and that's volume 8 of Something's Wrong With Us by Natsumi Endo. I recently hauled volume 7 and was surprised to hear that the 8th volume was out already, so I immediately ordered it. For those unaware, Something's Wrong With Us is a josei murder mystery where a woman is trying to find evidence to prove that her mother isn't a murderer. It reads a lot like a soap opera. There are lots of plot twists and secrets, but I love it. It is so much fun. And that, friends, is the end of this video. If you're interested in watching more videos from me, you can check out my end card where I'll have links to my most recent videos. If you want to see book shopping from Jordaline's perspective, definitely go to her channel and check out her video. I'll leave a link in the description and card on the screen. I hope you all have a manga-nificent day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!